Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the third round of the Réti Amateur Open. So after winning the first round and winning the second round, I was rewarded to play against the number one of the tournament. And he had 2100, is a junior, like below 18. And I had the black pieces. So we had the Sicilian opening. Everything's normal so far, queen c7, and then he surprised me with the move knight c to b5. Like this one here, this move is existing, this one I know quite well, but this one I saw first time in my life, and actually I didn't really see the point of it, but I wasn't sure if it was like some kind of preparation or if he just wanted to put me out of the main line. So I played queen b8, maybe queen b6 is another option, but after bishop e3 I wasn't 100% sure, and that's why I played queen b8, bishop b3, knight f6, short castle, and now I thought either to play bishop e7 or a6. By a6 it was clear that he will capture and put the next knight there, but I checked it with computer as well, and of course like a6 directly asks for resolving a bit the pressure, and on bishop e7 maybe he can play f4 or something. So I thought, okay, a6 is anyway in the spirit of the opening. Then here I made the first mistake. I played e5, and the problem is the square f5, so he can just jump on f5. That would have been the best move, and I calculated here that I can just play g6, but apparently now it's very strong for white when he plays knight to h6. The knight doesn't look really good here, but the problem is he takes away the castling, and of course I want a short side castle, and if I would capture the knight then his bishop would come and I still can't castle, and if I play bishop g7 then queen f3, c5, and then with this idea, and it's just unpleasant for me. So here I was a bit lucky that he didn't play knight to f5, but instead of e5 I should have played, for instance, c5, knight f3, the c4 line I just analyzed to distract the bishop from the e4 pawn, and the more natural option is bishop d6, f4, c5, knight f3, and again with the same idea here. So in the game, I played e5, he played knight to e2, bishop e7, knight to g3. If you want to go now to f5, then it would be different because, he just lost some time and I gained some time. d6, h3, short castle, queen f3, h6, bishop c4. And now the second mistake from the game was rook d8. And after knight to h5, I played queen to b4. The problem here is the f7 pawn is just once protected, but 2 times attacked. So let's say if I would capture the knight, he can capture with the queen, make a double attack, and then he simply wins a pawn, or he can capture the bishop. Both is very good for white. If I don't capture the knight, and let's say, I don't know, I realized I made a mistake, I go back, then I also lose a pawn because he can capture, and if I capture, he can capture on h6, and the pawn is overloaded. That's why rook d8 was a blunder. And here I fought for a long time and I searched for counterplay with queen b4. yeah, the idea is that the bishop is now attacked, so he needs to decide when he stays on this diagonal. He can play b3 or bishop b3, but both has its downsides. So bishop b3. Take a note here, the pawn is not hanging because he can capture with a check, and after that the queen is not defended anymore. But my idea was to play d5 to go for some complications, capture, capture, and yeah, he captured on d5. If he captures now here, I can't recapture because of queen takes f6. I can capture here, and then I didn't lose a pawn, and then I got a strong center. That's why white captured. I played e4, queen g3. Now I captured here, and yes, the pawn is hanging, but if he captures, I can capture on b2. So this was the line I calculated beforehand, and that's the reason why he decided to play c3. Then I played queen d6, bishop f4, queen e6. Now rook to d1. If he captures now, he also wins a pawn, or at least temporarily, because I can sacrifice my bishop here. And then it's not a pawn, and then, yeah, just something equal appeared. So instead he played rook a to d1. I played bishop b7 for protecting the pawn. Capture, capture. Then queen c7, try to attack. Queen c6. And queen trade. So now we are in an endgame where my pawns are a bit weaker due to the fact that he can play rook to d4. It's an important move to play because otherwise I will play d4 and run with my pass pawn. Rook d6 because I want to protect the pawn. And now we activate our kings. Then g6 for protecting the pawn. And g3. So now I analyzed it, and here I decided to do nothing basically because I didn't see how white can make any progress, and I could have defended it a bit more actively, but yeah, it goes a bit too much into details. I will show you the next couple of moves. So white played rook a5, bishop b7, rook goes back, bishop c6, so it's a bit piece shuffling. This rook can't really move because then I will always push my pawn. My bishop is passive, so whenever it's possible, I go to b5. And on the same hand, I can't play that much because whenever I move my king, he can come either here or here. And with this pawn marching is not really helpful because it doesn't give me any benefit. That's why I played bishop b5, a4, bishop c4, b3, bishop d3. And now at least my bishop got a bit more active. So he decided to play b4, bishop c4, a5, king e6. Now I played this move because if he plays now this one, I can play king e5, so this pawn here is defended. And if he goes back, I can't play d4 because of the pin. But now, of course, I get some counterplay with rook here and attacking b4. He played bishop a4, rook to d8, bishop c6, I went there. And now suddenly I'm just winning a pawn. I still need to be careful because when I capture, he can always capture here and then he wins my rook. But he went back, and now I could just capture and won a pawn, so I was really happy. Bishop e8, king f6, rook c7. I played rook b3. Is threatening a checkmate. So he gave a check. King e6. King g5, e5. Now the rook moves. And now here was the crucial moment of the game. Like, d4 is a good move. e3 is the best move in this position. Because if I play e3 and he captures, then yeah, we need to be careful. Like, after this one, we can play this. And something like this, and then that should be better, because we are pawn up and we traded off many pieces. And yeah, if white moves the rook, I don't know where actually, then we can just capture here and capture here. So I wasn't, for some reason, not really happy with e3 and d4 because of rook e7 check. Then I was like, okay, like, let's play rook e6. But rook e6 is just a complete blunder because bishop d7 and my rook has no single square. Because if I go here, it will be checkmate, actually. So I was, in disbelief after bishop d7, and I just tried to continue. Now I played e3, which, is just worse than before. And now rook g7, and then the next mistake followed, because he can play h5, and I thought after g5 I created two pass pawns. But he has this nice Zwischenzug with rook g6, which attacks my king, so I need to go away, and then he can capture on g5. And then rook f3, and then the rest I will forward it a bit, because here the endgame is quite lost. I tried a couple of more things, but it was just then too strong. And then here in this moment I resigned. So, like, we had a drawish position, then he overpushed it until this moment here. And then, I made a panic move, and all the effort of the entire game was thrown away. So, the third game I lost, so which means we are by 2 points out of 3, which, fulfills the expectations. And hopefully we can recover in the fourth round. I wish you a wonderful weekend, guys. See you soon, and enjoy your own chess games.